What's the creepiest thing you've experienced while completely alone? I'll never forget what happened to me that day. It was a Sunday afternoon, nothing out of the ordinary. I was around 20 years old, just lounging on the couch like I always did. The TV was on, playing some random show I wasn't even paying full attention to. I remember the sun filtering through the curtains and the room being warm, quiet, still. Everything about that day felt completely normal, until it didn't. At some point, I must have drifted off. I wasn't fully asleep, more like floating in that in-between state, where you're not quite dreaming, but not fully conscious either. I've always been a light sleeper, so it didn't surprise me that I was aware of my surroundings even while dozing. But what did surprise me was what came next. I realized I was in sleep paralysis. I've experienced it before. It's disturbing, sure, but I've learned how to deal with it. I usually have little mental tricks I use to jolt myself awake. Wiggling a toe, focusing on my breathing, trying to blink repeatedly. They always worked, but this time nothing did. I was completely stuck, fully conscious but frozen. I couldn't move a finger. I couldn't even blink. That familiar weight sat heavy on my chest, like something was holding me down. Panic started to set in, but I kept trying, convinced I'd snap out of it in a few seconds like always. Then, I looked up. That's when I saw it. A dark silhouette stood over me. No features, no face, just a tall black shape that seemed to absorb the light around it. It leaned in, slowly, deliberately, until it was inches from my face. I couldn't hear it breathe, but somehow I felt it breathing, like it was studying me, feeding off my fear. It didn't move or speak. It just stared. I tried to scream, tried to move. Nothing. I was screaming in my head, begging to wake up, begging for anyone to come in and shake me out of this nightmare. But I was locked inside my own body, trapped with this thing just hovering above me. The worst part? The fear didn't feel like it came from a dream. It felt real. I don't know how long it lasted. Could have been seconds, could have been minutes. Time doesn't work the same when you're that terrified. Eventually, I must have made some sound, some strained, muffled noise, because my sister heard me from the other room. She rushed in and shook me awake. The moment I could move again, I bolted upright. My chest was heaving, and I was drenched in sweat. My heart felt like it was trying to escape my body. I looked around frantically, but of course, nothing was there. The room was quiet. The sunlight was still coming through the window like nothing had happened. I've never seen that figure again. Not in sleep, not in waking life. But the memory of it has stayed with me, clear as day. And I've had sleep paralysis since then, but never like that. Never with something so present. I still believe it wasn't just sleep paralysis. Thank you, and please follow me for similar content.